Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really looking forward to sharing our story with you this morning. The Modesto Chamber of Commerce has had a business and education committee intact for about 10 years. About 2 years ago, we came together and we started wanting to reimagine from State of the Business and Education event that they had been doing to something new. They had a focus, a strong, long-standing focus of wanting to build a bridge between education, educators, and what students will be exposed to into business. And through the event, they felt they were still missing something. Well, again, about 2 years ago, we started to conceptualize an opportunity to bring students into an arena where they could interact with business owners, business leaders, to have an impactful, hands-on, interactive conversation and possibly a sample in the field of what it would look like to do their day in the life of their career. Our anticipation at that time was to bring them into vendor space. They would meet different businesses in different booths after taking some sort of a skill interest test of sorts to see what their natural interest could be going forward. Well, COVID happened and we had to evolve, and the process of evolving from something we'd never done into something we didn't know what it would look like took us a lot of effort and energy. Each time we found a new challenge, we found a new person to bring the right piece of the puzzle into our story. What we ended up with at the end of this process is something we're really proud of and something we're very excited to share with you. So with that, I would like to introduce Marianne Sanders, our Business and Education Co-Chair.
Thank you, Trish. As Trish said, this committee has been pretty busy for at least the last 10 years. And the purpose or the mission is to build relations between business and education, resulting in a better educated workforce for our community. Our most recent planning and efforts have resulted in a program we're calling Inspire Youth. It's our business representatives who are inspiring youth as they share career offerings and opportunities. A big thank you to the classroom teachers who are supporting and welcoming this new program. We hope you enjoy finding out about Inspiring Youth. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for having me and letting me speak this morning. I've sat on this committee, I think, like 3 years now, and this committee has always been kind of education heavy. So this particular project really alleviates a great deal for this committee and our community. We kind of started out with the idea of having a program that we can present to young kids to inspire, obviously, but that began to, in the early part of that discussion, began to kind of logistically kind of get very large in scope. Not that we couldn't pull it off because we work some magic, but we kind of rethought about where we're at with COVID-19 and how we would get this end product to students. And that sort of drove us more to a way of developing it digitally. And that solved a lot of issues. One, being we can compile more information. 2, we could store that information. And 3, we could update that information as we present it to students and grow. So instead of it being sort of a one-off, hey kids, look at all these great jobs, we now have a really great vehicle that can be updated over time and engage more and more local businesses as this thing takes off and goes.
Deborah.
Yes, hi, Deborah Hendricks, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit today as a former superintendent on why we chose 6th grade. So we've looked at in the past several models where we have career days and we'll bring them into high school and allow opportunities at that level. But when you look at the research, you can see that 60% of students who are already on the path to not graduating from high school, the indicators show up in 6th grade. So our committee wanted to catch the students early. Another factor, when you look at our graduation rates in Stanislaus County for the 2017-18 school year, we had about 83.9% students of not graduating, graduating. And then if you look at the overall California rate, it's 83%. So we needed some work in that area. And then the other aspect is we've been listening and hearing you, our business community, that we'd like to make sure that students come your way prepared. And we thought this was a great opportunity to connect business with students early on, and then also foster and nurture that relationship so that they work in our community alongside with your industry.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Jennifer Miyakoa. My piece of it is just talking about the magic of this event. The magic of this event, in our opinion, is twofold, really. And Trish touched on this. The first was this intimate, face-to-face, hands-on experience with a variety of careers, coupled with that conversation and Q&A piece with someone locally who has experience in that trade or career. The second piece actually happens before that, mentioned by Deborah, and that's the assessment piece, where we help kids to discover what interests and motivates them really at a cellular level. So we ask the students to take this interest profile quiz that helps them see which of the 6 interest areas are most suited to them. And these are the same 6 areas used by the US Department of Labor. For example, are they someone who prefers to work outdoors and or with their hands? Do they prefer to create or design or perform? Are they someone who prefers to help and serve and work directly with people? Or do they prefer to work alone, researching, problem solving, collecting information? Perhaps they're a natural entrepreneur, leader, public speaker, or maybe they prefer a more structured workplace where they can create systems, organize data, et cetera. And most of us are a combination of at least 2 of these, but once we're able to pinpoint what our natural inclinations and interests, where those lie, seeing our place in the world of work really becomes much clearer. And this is particularly important because some careers haven't even been created or developed yet. We don't know what careers will be available 5 to 10 years from now, but the importance of learning self first, we become really intrinsically motivated to forge that path that will get us to where we want to be. And that's why, as Deborah mentioned, we're targeting kids at that pivotal 6th grade year before they start to check out of the path that's been set before them, because we're giving them both that self-awareness as well as that exposure to a variety of what's out there that they'll need to make decision about what comes next. Like which high school will best serve me and my interests, which clubs and classes and even entry-level jobs will be most important for the current me as well as the future me, and how can I craft my own future? So we want to put students in control of their educational journey to the extent possible, and partnering with businessmen and businesses and tradesmen at this level can create that spark that will get them there.
Good morning. I'm Dejanay Shelton, and I'm the Career Services Director for Modesto Junior College. And my job is to connect students and alumni to employers and employers to students and alumni. I'm here to talk to you about the plan and how it came together. After determining our purpose, we started planning the experience. We wanted to make sure that there was an opportunity to connect with the Modesto Chamber of Commerce, set up an early connection with students, and identify future potential. We also wanted to make sure that we were able to connect our business community with youth. And finally, to establish opportunities for youth from 6th grade into high school, and then to career and college.
Hi, I'm Rachel Barkas, and I'm the Senior Director of Educational Options for Modesto City Schools. Part of what I oversee is our CTE programs, and it was a pleasure to be a part of this committee to incorporate some of the CTE programs we have within Modesto City Schools and to reach our 6th grade students, both in Modesto City as well as Sylvan Unified School District. So this, the final product ended up having the assessment portion that Jennifer spoke to. In addition, once the students took the assessment, it would provide them with some direction as to which career sectors they may want to go into. There were 15 unique career sectors that are recognized by the California Department of Education. Within each of the sectors, there are 3 highlighted careers. The career pathways include 4-year universities, junior colleges, trade schools, and on-the-job training opportunities. Motivational videos were included from our local leaders and professionals. Modesto City Schools high school pathways, our CTE pathways, were also highlighted within this activity. Modesto Junior College and Stan State degree and certification programs. And then we had the local businesses from specific careers and sectors highlighted so students can see what's available here within our own county. There were a day in the life of videos that for select professionals that were highlighted as well. And then for our teachers, on the teacher side, there was a teacher resource landing page with all the resources needed for at least 5 days of lessons. And then there was a student digital notebook to track and record progress. So the product was very comprehensive. It was easy for our teachers to facilitate. In fact, we had 17,000 page views and over 4,000 sessions and over 2,000 users access this particular product. From Modesto City, we used our computer literacy teachers to deliver the lessons, and it worked fabulously. And we're looking forward to continuing the Inspire Youth, Inspire Dreams project.
Thank you. Showing here are names of some of the businesses that participated. They chose to sponsor in so that their day in the life could be captured. Go ahead. Go ahead.
It is such a joy to be with you here today. I'm Doris Foster, and I'm from Stanislaus County Workforce Development. Inspire Youth, Inspire Dreams has been one of those fruitful projects that really brings different agencies in the community together to provide an opportunity for youth to learn a lot about our industries in the area. And it's just been such an honor to be part of that. But businesses play a really big role in this, and it's really vital to be part of this project. Our youth and think about what they want to do, and sometimes it's hard to imagine really what their passion is. And Jennifer talked about it so well when she talked about learning about ourselves. But sometimes we just really need to have the opportunity to be able to see some of those options and availability. So by businesses really getting involved and showcasing their industry, it could really assist down the road with the skill shortage. You all know as businesses, we're really struggling to get people back to work and getting that skill level up there. By being involved in this and by businesses really stepping forward and becoming involved, it's a way of showcasing your industry, a way of showing and getting youth involved in what employment opportunities they may be. This is a great opportunity for a business to make a difference in the lives of our youth. And I hope that many of you consider getting involved and showcasing your business, showcasing your industry, showcasing what you do. And we really can't have too many businesses that get involved in this. There are so many opportunities for kids to look and read and maybe get more of that visual that they really need in order to get excited about getting into that employment.
Thank you, Doris. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge our sponsors, Comcast, Sutter Health, Kaiser Permanente, and Stanislaus Community Foundation. Clearly, what we've done is develop something that we know and understand can be carried forward and used in multiple ways. Our long vision for this is to expand it county-wide. We work closely with, obviously, Modesto Junior College, Modesto City School District, Stanislaus County Office of Ed is a partner, Cradle to Career is a partner, and we've enjoyed a great collaborative mindset through this process. Our next steps are to launch our fall 2021 opportunity to businesses. It is my honor to be the person sitting on this panel who has an opportunity to build the bridge to the business community. And through that, I'm offering or extending to you an invitation now to consider participating, sponsoring in as a business that would like to capture your day in the life. When we launch this next to teachers, it will go, our vision is to 6th graders and 8th graders with opportunity at that point for 8th graders to go into an additional portal that may show them pathways of education and training options to get to where they want to be down the road. That is this has just really become a constant evolution of what else can we do and what can we add next to expand on this. Obviously, our longer term vision is to find a way to bring this back to an in-person experience, but the tool and the product that came from this effort is something that we know we won't do without again either. It's a great, simple way to give teachers an opportunity to share career exploration with students. And the more we show them how cool it is to have cool jobs and careers here in our community, the more we know that wherever they go for their training and education down the road, four-year university or otherwise, that there's great reasons to come back and join the workforce right here in the community that they were raised in. So with that,